People's Democratic Party needs to get its act together if he intends to put up a good showing in the 2027 elections. However, confidence in the party's chances seem to be low as various stakeholders have expressed concerns over internal issues within the party. Last week, a former lawmaker representing Kogi West Senatorial District, Senator Dino Milai, declared that the People's Democratic Party is dead and buried, alleging that the party is now under the control of the ruling All Progressive Congress. Also, the National Legal Advisor of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Mr. Kamaldeen Ajibade, has urged the party to unite and solve the internal crisis or forget the 2027 presidential election. Ajibade gave the warning at the PDP's National Restoration Movement's National Summit in Abuja, where he and other party leaders addressed members on the need for reconciliation and unity. Now, joining us on the show to discuss the resolution of the party's internal crisis ahead of 2027 is Kamaldeen Ajibade, PDP National Advisor. Great to have you, Mr. Ajibade. So you said the party has to unite, which is a regular refrain. But the party cannot unite without discipline. You have a political party that's done nothing to the likes of you, some Wike, that openly went against your party in the last election. He's still a major stakeholder. In fact, I would like to tell you this. It seems to me he's like your God in the party. He sets the pace for what will happen. And this man worked against the party. So where is the unity in the lack of discipline? Except if your unity is anchored on insubordination.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Rufai. I'm Kamaldeen Ajibade. I'm a senior advocate of Nigeria. I noticed you omitted that.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yeah, but coming to your question, I can see that your question is bordered purely on the issue of Wike, not talking about any other person. I think in addressing this issue, I think it's always good to take it holistically and not look at the aspect of Wike. The role of Wike was in the aspect of the G5 that everybody believed made the party to lose the chances in the 2023 election. But the G5 was not just about Wike alone. So issue of discipline or not discipline, I can tell you that the party has stepped forward to discipline every members. The most dangerous member of a political party is a member that will be PDP in the daytime and will be somewhere else in the night. So for Wike, we've known the position of Wike, and Wike has come out to state his position as clearly as possible. So aspect of discipline, the party is taking a step, and we're working on that.
No, okay. Let me expand the scope for you, senior advocates. The likes of Seyi Makinde, the likes of Otun. In fact, Seyi Makinde, after working against your party, is the one that in a state you'll be hosting your convention at some point soon. And this has been 3 years. Is that how your disciplinary process is very slow, snail pace, that after the election, 3 years after, these people still determine the fate of your party? And other people that worked against your party, which is too numerous to mention this morning. Is that how snail pace your disciplinary mechanism? Because we've been hearing, we'll discipline them. Year 1, we'll discipline them. Year 2, we'll discipline them. That's it. That's all we hear. Since the election. The elections were held in February or March 2023. The president was sworn in May. You've been saying they will discipline them. It's 2 years now. Is that how to make a party? And you want people to take you serious?
Rufai, with due respect to you, you are not a politician. And you will not understand what it takes to put a political party together. You talk of discipline. You are not talking of reconciliation. There are aggrieved people. And when they are aggrieved, they state their grievances. And what we do on the ground to make sure that we're able to reconcile the differences might not be known to you. But certainly, give it to us. You should know that by now, PDP has made a lot of effort, a lot of stride, a lot of steps have been taken. And many of you and the naysayers, I'm sure many of them are surprised where we have gotten the party to today. You can't compare where we were 4 months ago with where we are today. Okay. If a party, we can be talking of convention, today our neck has stabilized. The issue that we had has to do with issue of secretary that became an issue that irreconcilable people and all this. But at the end of the day, that issue was not meant to take the period it took for us to resolve it. At the end of the day, we resolved that issue and the party has moved forward. But certainly, let me tell you, how many people will you expect from the party? How many? It's everybody that takes steps you expect from the party, then it is difficult for you to move forward. We have to reconcile, we have to talk, we have to listen to them, to their grievances, and we have to see how we can come in to correct some of this issue.
All right.
And that's certainly what the party has stood for today.
Okay.
And I'm sure if you have been fair to us, you will know that a lot has been done and the party has moved forward.
Okay.
Better than where we were about 4 months ago.
All right, Mr. Ajibade, I mean, I love your optimism, and I can see that you believe very much in the PDP that can rise from the ashes like a phoenix. But I want to ask you, what does reconciliation look like? Because that's the message I see you brought here this morning. Remember that even though you feel that the PDP is in a better place, even the zoning of the presidential candidate of the party to the south has deepened the division in the PDP. Maybe that's why Senator Dino Melaye is out to say that the APC is now in control of the PDP. That's why we cannot quite take out the Wike matter or equation in this. He's a key factor when you talk about reconciliation and factions and bringing the PDP together. So I'm sure you understand that. But my question is, what does reconciliation look like in light of everything that's happening in the party and the division, even with regards to who's going to be your presidential flag bearer come 2027?
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to take on one particular aspect of this, your question, which you talk about the zoning of our presidential candidate to the south. The zoning purely to the south has to do with our own internal democracy, and that has to do with our constitution requiring us to do zoning, to do balancing. But that will not preclude any other person to run if they deem fit to come up to run. Because purely, we cannot do things that will run against the constitution of Nigeria itself, which is the grand norm. So even if we zone our presidential candidate to the south, it does not preclude, it will not stop anybody showing interest from any part of the country to say, okay, we want to, it's our right, so we are not agreeing, we want to test our popularity. Fine, we will not stop that. We cannot stop that because the constitution of Nigeria itself gives everyone the right to come up, to run for office, despite even if our constitution says, oh, we can do zoning. Yes. So, and the aspect of reconciliation that you talk about, what I preach most of the time is issue of unity. And you know one thing with anybody, a politician, every politician has an ambition. And you know what ambition can cost most of the time. We have different ways of approaching our ambition. Some might approach the ambition in a manner that creates a lot of problem, not looking at the impact on the party. My call at most time is that certainly a politician, once you're a politician, you must have ambition, but don't let that your ambition be above the party itself. That is the future of the party. So that has always been what we've been preaching. We know ambition has created a lot of problems. Even the issue of G5 Rufai spoke about, it was issue of ambition, certainly. But today, I think we've taken a giant stride, and everybody, hands has been on deck, and everybody is prepared today to move the party forward.
You know, the conversation that IO is focusing on around reconciliation is extremely important, and it's central to what happens. Because we're already reading reports from Senator Abba Moro, who is saying that there's been a short listing of 3 candidates, namely Goodluck Jonathan, Peter Obi, Sheyi Makinde. That those are the most likely 3 candidates that people will vote from. And there are opposing views coming from other parts of the party saying that's not true. There's no short list. Northwest. Then there's other parts of the party also saying that, no, the North should not be disenfranchised. So it seems beyond the legacy issues that have accumulated over the past couple of years, there are even more issues that are brewing, especially given the fact that it seems whoever emerges as a candidate after your next process might still face opposition from others who feel disgruntled. So how are you dealing with the fact that each part of PDP right now seems to be adamant that they can have their way, because in the past a precedent has been set that if you are stubborn about having your way, you can make everything scatter for everybody else? How are you resolving that?
Well, when we get to that bridge, we cross it, but I don't see any problem going forward. What Senator Abamuru has said is purely from his own perspective, looking at it, and he's entitled to it. He's a leader in the party, and he can come up to say that this is what we are looking at. If you say the party, if you are telling me now that NWC has come up and said that they have shortlisted or listed names, then that will call for concern. But other members of our political party coming up to raise issues that this is where we're looking at, certainly in a political party, just like I said, we have ways politicians play this game. You from outside might not understand it. People, it's a matter of interest, issue of politics. So people go out, people has interest.
So you keep saying that we don't understand it, that we're not politicians. But as observers, our job is to analyze the trends. And the trends continue to play in a very predictable way. So we may not understand politics. We're not politicians. But, sir, the trends speak for themselves.
Yeah, I'm not against you observing. The observers will observe. But politicians, we have a way of resolving some of these issues. And we have a way of talking to each other. Okay. Politics is about give and take. Okay. It's only where you cannot really go into the aspect of give and take and do the talking itself that leads to crisis. Okay. Whichever way and whatever happened, going forward in this party today, I can assure you the experience of 2023 is there to guide us. Okay. We will not make the same mistake. Okay. That is my assurance to you.
With due respect, SAN, I'm going to put many things to you this morning. Isn't it comfortable for politicians to say, oh, you are not a politician, you don't understand how we play the game, when the narrative does not favor them? And you forget a lot that most of your members in the PDP call us in private and talk to us, so we know about most of these things. They call us in private. When you people want your voices to be amplified, it's us you call for the... Let me finish. It's us you call for the arguments. You said your party is on the path of reconciliation. Yes, reconciliation, I believe you. After you have lost half of the important section of your party, the likes of Atiku Abubakar has gone from your party because of all these shenanigans happening. You took a big chunk away from your party. Your party is lighter today. So if you say it's reconciliation, why couldn't you reconcile Atiku and the likes of the Wikes of this world? Wike keeps speaking. Let me finish. Let me finish my argument.
I take exception to the issue of using the word shenanigan in our party.
Let me finish my argument.
Atiku Abubakar is entitled.
No, let me finish my argument.
Yes, it's his right to go and actualize his ambitions.
Let me finish my argument. If you allow me to finish my argument, you will have the full dose of the anointing I'm about to release this morning, sir. So your party is lighter today. People have left your party because of this level of indiscipline. And the indiscipline still continues. You say you have peace, but it's a fractured peace, still at the beck and call of Wike. Look at you this morning. You deliberately sidestep Wike's name because he's still an important factor in your party. You don't want to say anything that will offend Wike. Your people come to tell us these things. So where is the reconciliation in your party if your party is still divided and the faction of your party is in the ADC today? Where is the reconciliation of your party if a fundamental part of your party is already split and they have gone to ADC? So where is the reconciliation? I ask again, where is the reconciliation in the PDP if an important part of the party... Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Very good. If an important
Yes.
important chunk of your party has gone to the ADC, where is the reconciliation of your party? If they've left your party and your party is lighter than it was in 2023 election, where is the reconciliation in your party?
How do you measure the important part of our party?
Oh, Atiku is not important.
How do you measure the important part of our party?
A man that ran in the 2019 and 2023 election is not important.
Is he only Atiku that it doesn't matter. Is he only Atiku that makes the party? If Atiku leaves the party, it means that the party is dead. I think I beg to disagree with that your position.
All right, okay.
We have NWC that is intact.
Okay.
Even the division, when you talk about division of a party, it starts from the NWC. As long as the NWC, they are still intact, can tell you that the party is still intact and they are together. Okay. A member of the party leaving a political party, it has nothing to do with whether the most important. There are very, very important people in the party, remain in this party. And certainly I can tell you, going forward to 2027, you'll be surprised, and that's what I told you.
All right.
Going forward in 2027, those are left, I can assure you, some of them have even returned back. And while we're going forward, I can tell you, even from APC, even from ADC you are talking about, they will return back to this party, I can assure you that.
Okay.
So forget about the fact, it's about politics, it's about interest. And people will go about to look for where they can actualize if they are looking at it, it's a political calculation. If Atiku looks at it that, oh, okay, most likely this was the issue that created the issue on 2023, issue of zoning, and likely the party might decide to zone this year. It's possible, okay, let me move to where I can actualize my dream. But who told you that ADC cannot even zone their own presidential candidate to the south?
All right, well, so far they haven't zoned, and I'm glad this morning, Mr. Ajibade, you talked about surprises, and I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are looking forward to the joker that the PDP will pull out.
Yes, I can assure you, you should wait for surprises.
All right, we look forward to the surprises. Thank you so much.